together, there's another one coming. You may have recognized the song that I walked up here to. It's Beethoven's Fifth. It's known as one of his best works. What's fascinating to me about that particular piece is that it took him 4 years to write it, and he started as he was losing his hearing. By the end of the song, he was completely deaf. What is beautiful to me about the Fifth Symphony is that it starts in despair. It travels through triumph, and it ends at unity. When it was ready, he submitted it to the London Symphony. The London Symphony laughed at it because it was so disruptive. They mailed it back and called him a clown. I know that you recognize that song even if you don't listen to it, because what's incredible to me about disruption is that disruption can unify. 60 years later, Lincoln listened to it on repeat while he was writing and looking for inspiration for the Emancipation Proclamation. 75 years later, it was used to unify a deeply divided world during World War II. Disruption, for just disruption's sake, does nothing. But disruption that is intended to unify a deeply divided country and world means something. I believe active wounds, they can get stitches, but those scars tell stories, and that's what each and every one of us does. Diversity and disruption, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, shakes things up so that pieces can settle down together. I have been a disruption my entire life. I have been called a clown way more than once. I do like color and polka dots, that is true, but I believe we are pieces of a whole. I believe we can come together to do good better. We can do this without minimizing pain, fears, or experiences, because disruption, the subliminal messages are getting me, disruption can lead to unity. Even if you don't listen to symphonic music, you likely recognized it. And that recognition is the unity, because we come together. Over my entire lifespan, I've coming out, 20 years of sobriety, my mental monkeys, financial ups and downs, grief, and many acts of violence. Those experiences allow me to see beauty, feel gratitude, be curious, spread joy, and have an impact. I get called brave and courageous a lot. And I don't know that that's a true representation of me. I've just gotten really good at crawling out of holes. And there will be more, and you'll crawl out of them too. For example, the third time I got fired, I was stuck in traffic in Tempe, Arizona, going to my exit interview, and out my passenger window, I saw this broken down building, and it said National Speakers Association. That is a true story. But it's in this space that I've learned how to run a business for more than 20 years. Also, who knew I would end up with so many straight friends? This room and the people in it have been a bat signal for decades. So I'd like to take this moment tonight to first thank my conservative friends. I'm not kidding, this isn't a joke. But I would like to disrupt the assumptions that we all have of each other so that we can have a deeper connection. I appreciate the level of trust so many of you have given me in your own tough situations with your kids, your clients, your self-work, I'm always down for a phone call, I promise. There are many people in this space that are deserving of the CPAE, and I want you to know I see you. I want to thank the committee, of course. So as I'm wrapping this up, there's more. I want to share what I've learned, because there's people in this room who aren't getting the inside jokes. You don't know these names. What I think you need to know is I have learned a lot. I've learned that the odd one wins, the funny one can make a point, the outlier is not alone, the nice one can finish first, and the big girl can get the prince. Speaking of princes, Lauren, we are a snow globe. You have allowed me to fall apart and helped me put the pieces back together again and again and again and again. I would ask all of you to find the right people. Find people who will fly to you because it's your birthday. They'll be visiting your house in the middle of nowhere on vacation in their RV. They'll wave from hotel windows. They'll let you crash in their spare room, do laundry, take a rickshaw across Manhattan to go to a comedy show, write you a check when you can't. They'll talk to you on the phone in a thunderstorm through some state in some rental car because your flight got canceled. Those are the right people. I also want you, look around. There's probably an empty chair somewhere. Look at it. I want you to remember that that empty chair represents people who came before you, those that couldn't be here, those not invited to be here, and those that will follow you. We have a saying in my home, if it isn't right, don't do it. And if it isn't true, don't say it. Right now, we are living in a very interesting time. I need you to remember that every sentence has a history, and history is watching. Thank you.